In the world of One Piece, there are several power systems that dictate the flow of the story and make the anime worth watching. We have devil fruit users, sword style users, martial artists, scientific suits and technologies, and Haki users, especially in the New World, the second half of the Grand Line. First, devil fruits. These are mysterious, distinctive fruits scattered throughout the world, known for permanently granting their eaters superhuman powers and an equally permanent inability to swim. With only one notable exception, an individual can only acquire the powers of a single devil fruit and survive. Each devil fruit grants a special power to anyone who eats it, from the simplest powers possible, such as stretching like rubber, to powers capable of causing large-scale destruction like creating earthquakes. Each devil fruit is unique, and there is no other like it. That is, there is no devil fruit that has the same power as another. These fruits are broadly grouped into three classes. Zone, which allows a user to transform into an animal as well as an animal hybrid. For example, Lucci from the Cipher Pole, who has the Neko no Mi model. Leopard and was awakened during the Egghead Island arc. It was shown by Lucci when he provoked fighting Luffy despite Kaku's advice to not engage in battle since Luffy has become a Yonkou. King the Wildfire and Queen the Plague from the Beast Pirates were also shown transforming into their own dinosaur-type devil fruit, like King as a Pteranodon and Queen as a Brachiosaurus. Despite the common idea that zone devil fruit users transform their users into animals or in their hybrid forms, there are zone-type devil fruit which are rare, ancient or mythical and do not transform their users into animals. For example, Luffy's devil fruit was revealed to be a mythical zone-type devil fruit who bears the name of a god, Hito no Mi model. Nika and Sengoku's devil fruit, Hito no Mi model, Daibutsu. The second class is Logia, which grants a user the power to create, control, and transform their body into a natural element. The three admirals during the Marineford War, Kizaru, Aokiji and Akainu, are considered Logia users, with Kizaru as the user of Pika no Mi or Light Human, Aokiji as the user of Hie no Mi or Freezing Human, and Akainu as the user of Magu no Mi or Magma Human. Logia users in the early chapter were considered as the most powerful characters in One Piece before Haki came into existence in the storyline. And the last class, Paramecia, which offers any of a vast array of strange abilities that do not fit into the other two categories. The defining aspect of Paramecia fruits, in basic terms, is that they grant any power other than the ability to transform into an animal like a zone or a natural element like a Logia. Thus, the Paramecia class encompasses a massive range of varying and peculiar abilities with their own strengths and weaknesses. They are the most numerous type of devil fruit, with most users in the series comprising them. For example, Charlotte Katakuri in the Whole Cake Island arc, who has an almost the same devil fruit power of Luffy like the abilities of a rubber but in a superior feat as Katakuri, who ate the Mochi no Mi, making him Mochi Human. He displayed his abilities copying Luffy's well-known attacks but on a greater level, accompanied by his advanced use of Haki. Nico Robin, a member of the Straw Hat crew, is also a Paramecia user who ate the Hana no Mi, which she can sprout multiple body parts anywhere and remotely use them. The Gura no Mi, the strongest Paramecia devil fruit out there, which formerly belonged to Whitebeard, is now in the hands of Blackbeard, making him the only character in One Piece who wielded two devil fruits. There is no information yet as to why Blackbeard can wield two devil fruits, Yami no Mi and the Gura no Mi, but speculations and theories state that Blackbeard may have split personality or multiple personality, as one of the scenes where Luffy and Blackbeard met. It was stated by both Luffy and Zoro, stating Blackbeard as them, and not only him, which gives Nami a confused look. In the course of devil fruit powers and abilities, there are instances that these devil fruits are awakened to an extent their powers grow exponentially and can affect or influence its environment. Doflamingo is the first user to be in an awakened state in the series using his Ito Ito no Mi, manipulating strings and creating strings out of his environment. Second is sword styles and swordsmanships. It is a unique style of wielding swordsmanship where the practitioner wields katanas. There are many different techniques for different sword styles, including direct hit attacks.
There is 1 sword style, 2 sword styles, 3 sword styles and even 6 sword and 8 sword styles.
Mihawk is a 1 sword style and he is considered to be the greatest swordsman in One Piece. Odin, a samurai from Wano country, holds 2 swords, displaying his 2 sword style when he defeated a mountain god and having a surprise clash with Whitebeard. Zoro, the vice captain of the Straw Hat crew, wields 3 swords, making him a 3 sword style user or Santoryu. Hachi from the Arlong Pirates and a friend of Rayleigh is a 6 sword style user, and Huzu from the new Fishman Pirates wields 8 swords. There are other sword plays known in One Piece aside from the number of swords, like the Fox Fire style or Flame Rend sword style of Kinemon, and was later imitated by Zoro during their fights with Kaido and Big Mom. Third is martial arts in One Piece, and there are a variety of martial arts present like the Fishman Karate, Sanji and the new Kamabaka Karate style, Rokushiki of the Cipher Pole and Chopper's Kung Fu Point. Fishman Karate, utilized by Koala from the Revolutionary Army, and even Jimbei uses another form of Fishman Karate known as Fishman Jujutsu. Sanji and the members of New Kama utilize Kenpo or kicking techniques. Sanji's black leg style, Okama Kenpo and Newkama Kenpo techniques are purely on kicking with the absence of the use of hands, which later on, as Sanji was running all day during his stay in the Kamabaka kingdom, he accidentally discovers one of the Rokushiki styles, Jeppo or moon walk from the Cipher Pole. Fourth is the scientific suits and technologies, especially from those scientists coming from MADS, namely Caesar, Vegapunk, Judge and Queen.
Caesar, who works directly under Doflamingo and supplies Kaido's crew with Smile Devil fruits which were artificially made.
He also created the Shinokuni, which is a deadly gas that can instantly paralyze and kill individuals.
Vegapunk,
the world government's greatest scientist, created the world government's extraordinary weapons such as the Pacifista, Seraphims, and the discovery of lineage factors from an individual in order to use in cloning. Judge, who established the Germa kingdom, turned his citizens into weapons of cyborgs much alike to pacifistas. His greatest work is turning all his children into mindless killing machines with their special suit, Germa's raid suits. Each raid suit has different scientific enhancements, like Reiju is more on poison while Sanji is more on invisibility. And lastly, Queen the Plague of Beast Pirates is more on experimenting with diseases and plagues, which he displayed during the Wano arc, shooting bullets containing diseases known as Mummy Virus and the Ice Oni Virus. Queen also displayed his imitation of Judge's scientific might when he uses all the raid suit's power against Sanji. The last power system is Haki. It is a mysterious power that allows the user to utilize their own spiritual energy for various purposes. All living creatures in the world are capable of learning Haki. However, most people do not notice it or fail to awaken it. There are 3 different types of Haki that can be used to sense people's spiritual energy and predict their actions, give the user a protective coating of spiritual energy, and, for a certain group of chosen ones, overpower the willpower of others. 1. Kenbunshoku Haki or Observation Haki, which gives the user a 6th sense of the world around them, allowing them to sense the presence, strength, and emotions of other people, even if they are out of sight or far away. It also grants limited precognitive abilities, allowing the user to sense their opponent's intentions and predict their actions and attacks before they happen. An advanced level of Kenbunshoku Haki allows the user to actually foresee a short period into the future, known as future sight. 2. Busashoku Haki or Armament Haki, which allows the user to use their own aura as armor to defend against attacks, as well as make their own attacks more potent. It can also be used to bypass devil fruit defenses, such as the intangibility of a logia. A person can apply the armament to a section of their body, over their entire body, and even imbue it onto their weapons. A coating of Busashoku will cause the coated area to turn a shiny black, and a particularly thick and powerful coating will have a flame-like pattern along its edge. A higher grade of advanced Busashoku allows the user to make the emitted armament flow into a target's body and destroy it from the inside out. 3. Haoshoku Haki or Conqueror's Haki, which grants the user the ability to unleash their own willpower in order to overpower the will of others. This results in victims being mentally overwhelmed by the user, with particularly weak-willed foes instantly losing consciousness. It can also apply pressure onto objects and damage them. A clash between two particularly strong Haoshoku users is capable of splitting the heavens. Unlike the other types of Haki which can be learned by anyone, Haoshoku is a rare ability that only 1 in several million people are born with the ability to use. An advanced level of Haoshoku allows the user to infuse their conquering spirit into their weapons and physical attacks, greatly augmenting their power. Only a small handful of the most powerful Haoshoku users are able to achieve this. Another advanced level of Haoshoku allows for the ability to manipulate one's aura or presence, which negates an opponent's ability to sense the user with Kenbunshoku Haki. With these entire power systems in one piece, there are instances with different combinations of devil fruit powers and Haki, or martial arts and Haki, or sword styles and Haki conversely. There are other powers and abilities which were not mentioned earlier, like the use of guns and sniping weapons. But all in all, these power systems dictate the flow of the story in one piece.